Introduction. Magnets are everywhere. Inside your phone, your headphones, your refrigerator, electric motors, fans, MRI machines, even high-speed trains. But here's something interesting. Magnets are not simply found fully magnetic in nature. Most industrial magnets are carefully engineered inside factories using special metals and powerful manufacturing systems. And one of the most common types is called a neodymium magnet. These are the super strong magnets used in modern technology. Now, you might think magnets are made by simply melting metal and shaping it, but the real process is much more complicated. Factories must carefully mix rare metal powders, compress them under extreme pressure, heat them at very high temperatures, and finally expose them to powerful magnetic fields. Only then does the material become a true magnet. So how does plain metal powder become one of the strongest magnetic materials on Earth? Let's break it down step by step.
What if I told you some magnets are so powerful they can crush fingers instantly? Or that factories making industrial magnets must carefully control metal dust because it can actually catch fire? Sounds crazy, right? But the small magnets sitting on your fridge, or the powerful magnets inside electric cars, speakers, hard drives, and giant factory machines, go through an intense and surprisingly dangerous manufacturing process before they ever reach your hands. Today, we're going deep inside a magnet factory to discover the real truth about how magnets are formed. From powdered metals, to giant hydraulic presses, to superheated furnaces, and finally, the moment the magnet becomes magnetic. And trust me, the final stage is far more powerful than most people imagine. Let's begin.
Step 1. The beginning. Making the magnet material. Everything starts with raw materials, and some of these materials are surprisingly rare. One of the main ingredients in powerful magnets is neodymium. This is a rare earth metal. Factories also use iron and boron. Together, these materials create what's called a neodymium magnet. Now, here's where things get interesting. The metals do not arrive at the factory as finished blocks. Instead, they often arrive as chunks, flakes, or powders. Workers carefully measure the materials using industrial systems. Why so carefully? Because even small changes in the formula can affect the magnet's final strength. After measuring, the metals are melted together inside giant industrial furnaces. These furnaces become extremely hot enough to melt solid metal into glowing liquid. Inside the furnace, the ingredients mix together into a special magnetic alloy. Think of it like baking a cake. If the ingredients are wrong, the final result won't work properly. Once mixed, the molten metal is cooled into rough, solid chunks. But the process is only beginning, because these chunks now need to become an ultra-fine powder. And this stage can actually be dangerous. Factories use crushing machines and special mills to break the alloy into microscopic particles. The powder becomes so fine that it almost looks like dark smoke. And here's the dangerous part. Some magnetic metal powders can catch fire if exposed to oxygen too easily. That's why many factories use controlled environments filled with protective gases. Pretty intense already, right? But the next step is where the real shaping begins.
Step 3. How the system works. Heating and strengthening. Now comes one of the most important stages in the entire process. Sintering. This is where the pressed magnet is heated inside giant industrial furnaces. But here's the interesting part. The material does not fully melt. Instead, extreme heat causes the particles to bond tightly together. It's almost like the powder fuses into one solid piece. The furnaces can reach temperatures above 1,000 degrees Celsius. That's hotter than lava from some volcanoes. Inside the furnace, workers carefully control temperature, pressure, and timing, because even tiny mistakes can ruin the magnet. Slowly, the fragile compact becomes much stronger and denser. After heating, the magnets are cooled carefully. and now they finally start looking like real industrial parts. But they're still not finished. Next comes grinding and shaping. Special diamond tools cut and polish the magnets into exact dimensions. Remember, magnets are extremely hard and brittle, so factories must shape them carefully to prevent cracking. Water is often used during grinding to reduce heat and control dangerous dust. At this stage, the magnets still may not be fully magnetic yet. Surprising, right? The real magic happens in the next step.
Step 2. Pressing the magnet into shape. Now, the fine magnetic powder must be transformed into a solid object. And this happens using enormous pressure. The powder is poured into special molds. These molds determine the final shape of the magnet. Some magnets become tiny phone components. Others become giant industrial magnets. Then, giant hydraulic presses compress the powder with incredible force. Imagine squeezing sand into a solid brick. That's basically what's happening here. But something even more interesting happens during pressing. Factories often apply a magnetic field while the powder is being compressed. Why? Because this helps align the tiny magnetic particles in the same direction. And this alignment is extremely important. Without it, the magnet would be much weaker. Inside the mold, the powder slowly becomes a fragile solid shape called a green compact. At this stage, the magnet is still weak and brittle. You could actually break it fairly easily. So how does it become strong enough for real-world use? That happens next.
What's really going on inside the factory? Most people think magnet factories simply press metal and ship it out. But behind the scenes, safety is a huge challenge. Remember the fine magnetic powder? Factories must carefully control dust because some powders are highly flammable. Ventilation systems constantly remove dangerous particles from the air. Workers wear protective clothing, gloves, and masks. Another hidden challenge is magnetic interference. Strong magnets can affect electronic devices and tools nearby. In some factories, workers must keep watches, phones, and metal objects away from powerful magnets. And here's something fascinating. Modern factories use computer-controlled systems to measure magnetic strength with incredible precision. Even tiny differences can affect how motors, speakers, or electronics perform later. So even though magnets seem simple, the technology behind them is extremely advanced.
Step 4. The final output. Making the magnet magnetic. This is the moment everything changes. The shaped magnets are placed into magnetizing machines. These machines create incredibly powerful magnetic fields. For a tiny fraction of a second, massive electrical energy passes through copper coils. And suddenly, the tiny magnetic regions inside the material align together permanently. This is what turns the object into a real magnet. And the magnetic force can become incredibly powerful. Some industrial magnets can snap together so hard they chip or shatter. That's why workers must handle them very carefully. After magnetization, the magnets receive protective coatings. Why? Because many magnetic materials can rust easily. Factories may use nickel coatings, epoxy coatings, or zinc layers to protect the surface. Then comes final testing. Workers test magnetic strength, size accuracy, durability, and coating quality. Only after passing inspection are the magnets packaged and shipped. And that's how tiny metal powders become powerful magnets used in modern technology around the world. Pretty amazing, right? But honestly, there's even more happening behind the scenes.
Interesting facts. Fact 1. Neodymium magnets are among the strongest permanent magnets ever created. Some small magnets can hold objects thousands of times heavier than themselves. Fact 2. Strong industrial magnets can damage phones, credit cards, and hard drives if placed too close. That's how powerful magnetic fields can be. Fact 3. Magnets are critical for electric cars and wind turbines. Without powerful magnets, many modern green technologies would not work efficiently. Pretty important for such small objects, right? Real-life example. Simple comparison.
Think about a magnet like a crowd of people holding arrows. If everyone points in random directions, nothing special happens. But if every person suddenly points the same direction at the same time, now there's organized force. That's basically how magnets work. Inside magnetic materials are tiny magnetic regions called domains. The factory process aligns them together, and once they align, the material becomes magnetic. Simple, right?
Conclusion. So now you know the real truth about how magnets are formed inside factories. It starts with rare metals and fine powders. Then comes crushing, hydraulic pressing, extreme furnace heating, precision shaping, and finally, the powerful magnetizing stage that gives magnets their incredible force. And honestly, once you understand the process, you never look at magnets the same way again. Next time you use headphones, open a refrigerator door, or ride in an electric vehicle, just remember, inside those technologies are carefully engineered magnets created through an intense factory process. So what surprised you the most? The dangerous metal powder? The giant furnaces? Or the instant magnetization process? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes factory journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and join us for more amazing process explanation videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.